Good morning and welcome to the Mike Show for Wednesday, July 29, 2026. 68 degrees at 8:55 a.m. and I'm your host, Val Kamal, and I'm a sinner. And I'm powerless and my life is unmanageable. Humility and gratitude are the keys to life. It is always today. It is always now. My life is not my own. My will not be done. There's no reality but God. And the only thing we have to do is die. So how are we going to live today? And I hope and pray I can live from my heart a life based on faith and not fear. Well, it's wonderful Wednesday, Sushi Wednesday at Meijer. We got some last week. We're probably not going to get any this week. The forecast the conjurers are giving us is for sunshine today and 80 degrees, but looking up at them clouds, I can't help thinking we might be getting some rain today. Anyway, got out of bed about 7:15, fell asleep on Audie's bed in the living room, and then went upstairs for a while. It was still dark out, so I'm guessing that was probably around 4:30. Fell back to sleep, woke up, Else was with me. Couldn't find Maxie this morning. He got sick yesterday. My niece gave us some food for them, and it was a brand he hadn't had before, and he threw up, and he had a real runny stool. And I don't know where he was when we got up this morning. The girls were all there, and Princess was with me, like I mentioned, and there's that Mickey. He seems to be doing okay today, so lesson learned. Don't get him that brand of food. Oh, boy. So everybody was pretty good about sticking around today, except Chloe. Look, come on, Max. Come on, Bubby. Yeah, Chloe was the wayward child this morning. And not that they're my children, but they're my brothers and sisters. They're my brother and sisters. And, look at Mickey. Oh, good boy. Good boy, Puppy. You got a purr going now. And you got to be feeling good if you got a purr going. Hey, Puppy. Yeah. I noticed that the fur is growing back above his left eye. I don't know what happened. He got in a fight a while ago, and I think that was part of it. Or maybe something bit him and gave him some kind of infection, but he had a little pimple, and then the fur was coming out above his left eye, and it seems to be growing back in now. Anyway, that's my Bubby. Oh, what do we got going on over here? Feeling a lump of some kind there. It's nothing big. More like a little pimple. I don't know. Is it a zit? Do cats get zits? I still get them from time to time. Anyway, we did go out, and Else was eating dry food, which was a good thing. And she's also had some wet food that I pureed for her, so she's upstairs. I think Koki went up there. No, Koki's up top. I think Gracie's in her rocker. I have no idea where Ruthie is. But Mackie's here with me, aren't you, Bubby? Yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to think of who yesterday's thumbnail was. And speaking of thumbnails, yesterday I forgot to mention that Monday's thumbnail was a shot of our beloved Samuel, our Papa, Tammy. And in the background was Autumn, Woody, Tum Tum, the Queen Bee. Wasn't she, Max? Yes, she was, but she was as ornery as she was beautiful, and I loved her nonetheless, and she loved me, so I guess she probably thought the same thing about me. Anyway, oh, Sammy was a good boy, wasn't he, honey? You loved your Uncle Sam, didn't you? Sammy was Elsie's brother. Poppy. Yeah, that fur seems to be growing back a little bit, I hope. I don't know. Yeah, it is. that little pimple's still there too. I wonder if he's got some kind of, I don't even want to think it or say it, so I'm not going to. Anyway, so yeah, Monday's thumbnail was Samuel and Autumn, and I can't remember now who. Oh, yesterday's was Mama Margie, Max and Mikey and Chloe and Chloe number one and Gavin and Max's mama. Hey, she was a beautiful, beautiful girl, wasn't she? Long-haired calico. Yeah. She was a brave little mama. She was a teen pregnancy, as they called her at the vet's office. Barely old enough to get pregnant, and she gave birth on Labor Day in 2010. It was September 6th, 2010 when she gave birth. Out in our shed we used to have. And then they all lived out there, and I had no idea how I was going to take care of a mama and 4 babies when I already had 5 kittens. And anyway, who's this walking by? Oh boy. But we somehow made it. I couldn't break up the set, and I moved him into the basement once it was getting colder in October, and eventually they got brave and came upstairs, and Mikey, I remember, led the charge, and I had photos of that. But in 2000, I believe it was 13, I had somebody make me a computer rather than fix my one that wasn't working properly. And long story short on that one is the thing crashed out. I lost everything. Fortunately, I was able to get that back, about 80% of the photos, when I went to see another guy that said he could run a program on it, and he said he wouldn't be able to get all our photos back, but most of them, which he did. But unfortunately, the one of Mikey leading his brothers and sister and mama up the stairs to come live upstairs wasn't one of the ones he was able to retrieve. And with that, we're going to take a little break. Welcome back, and I don't really mean that, and I didn't mean it when I said good morning either. Did we, Max? Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. So, didn't do a whole lot of anything yesterday. We did haul some stuff to the DPW. What else did I go do yesterday morning, Mackie? I can't remember. I don't think I did any grocery shopping. Oh, I did go pick up some beer for my neighbor/cousin who plows us out with his tractor in the winter time, and I had failed to. He works for beer, which is a good thing. And now I got through last winter buying him 2 18-packs and 1 12-pack, and he plowed me out quite a few times, so and I was behind on getting him the 12-pack for the last time he did it, and they didn't have one at the store, so when I got him an 18-pack, and when I went to his house to give it to him, I said, "John, I got bad news." He said, "What's that?" I said, "I couldn't get you a 12-pack, so I got you an 18-pack." And he laughed, and he said, "Oh, that's not bad news." So anyway, we had a nice visit with him yesterday. Caught up on world events, and I won't go into it too much, but he watches and sees the things going on in this country, and, the injustices and the deliberate destruction of not only this country, the societal norms just crashing down and burning, and just the total destruction of Western civilization that's been happening for a long time. We solved what world problems we could, and anyway, I came home. But yeah, I spent most of yesterday just hanging out here with the cats. We didn't go outside last night, and oh boy, had some egg salad, made one of my famous hot dogs, my cross-cultural cooking ones, where I roll it up in a fajita, and oh boy, what else did we do, Max? I don't know. Anyway, We had a pretty good day, though. We did read to the cats, watched a lot of videos on Jimmy Calandra's channel. Him talking about back in the day when he was in his teens and early 20s, when he was running with a bunch of savages like himself that were selling drugs and stealing drugs from dealers and robbing banks and shooting people and all that. And he grew up in an area that was basically a recruiting area for the mob way back when. Everybody was a tough guy. And anyway, I don't know, there's something about his storytelling and, his truthful remorse, it seems, for the things he did back then. And a lot of these guys that are doing these things on YouTube, these old mobsters, you don't really think I can't really see that they've reformed any. Some of them just talk like they actually miss it, would like to go back to it. Anyway. Oh boy, what movie did we watch? We better take a little break, hey Max. And we are back again, probably for our closing segment. There's that Gracie. Gracie! Gracie! Mackie, he's been helping me do some dishes. What was that? The trash collectors are out there. There's Coke. Look at Coke. Oh, Peppa girl, my wayward child this morning. She split the duties with Ruthie. There's Ruthie all tuckered out. Mackie's getting a drinky. And we gotta go see the princess too. So I'm just remembering a little more from yesterday. We did do some vacuuming. And then Maxie got sick last night, like I mentioned earlier. And, oh, is that the princess? There she is. Look at that pretty girl. So I had to clean up before he threw up. And as usual, there's that lady. It's going on like 11 at night. And I get inspired to do some housework. And I ended up cleaning up some spots on the floor in the basement that's been needing cleaning for a while. And washed some steps going down to the basement. I don't know what possesses me to do that crazy stuff. It's not crazy, but, that's stuff that I usually do this time of the day, not when it's time to go to sleep. Anyway, it looks like the wind's picking up. There's the old settee. I'm going to hop on that, pedal the Aldi, pick up a few things, come home. I may mow the lawn today. I'm going to get a bike ready to take it out to my niece to see if it fits her so she can have something to ride. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there, because I honestly think it's going to rain. I really do. I don't care what them conjurers say. I'm wrong enough to be one. And anyway, I think that's all we got. So, from the cold gray ashes and coals of my cold black heart, my broken, beaten, battered, bruised, bloody, burdened, empty, hollow, cracked, shattered, hopeless, forsaken, forlorn, bitter, angry, tired, resentful, twisted, convoluted, confused, grieving, happy, ungrateful soul, piss off, happy, wonderful Wednesday, and thank you for not tuning in.